everyone, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to use some of the items that I received in the Callaloo box. So I'm going to do a Pholourie that's mixed with bhaji or Dasheen Bush leaves. So it's kind of like a Saheena fused with a Pholourie. So this is going to be a good dish that you could make for Diwali this year. Instead of making both Saheena and then Pholourie, you could fuse the two together and have both flavors in one. So I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys, and if you want to see it, keep watching. So I'm gonna use this Pholourie mix that I received in the Callaloo box, and if you haven't seen that, I'll have it linked in the upper right hand corner. You could go check out what we got for October. It's the Divali box, so go check that out. So first, to my bowl I'm gonna add some flour. And remember that all the exact ingredients and measurements and everything that I use will be listed in the description box below. And because you guys always want measurements, I'm gonna measure out a cup of this Pholourie mix. Let's do a little more than a cup. So like a cup and a half. And this Pholourie mix already has salt and everything in it, so we don't need to add anything else. But I did add some flour, but it's not a lot to like totally change the taste, so that's okay. So just mix that in. You can use a whisk as well. And let's use something else from the Callaloo box. I'm gonna use this green seasoning. I'm not a fan of bottled green seasoning, but this, I took a taste of it and it tastes really good, so I'm gonna try it out in the Pholourie. Add how much you think you would want, and now you're gonna add enough water. So I'm not gonna do a traditional Pholourie. I'm gonna add some chopped Dasheen Bush to mine, so kind of like if you're making Saheena. But we're gonna make this mixture and we're gonna fry them kind of like Pholourie. So this is a new twist you could try out this Diwali. So after you mix, this is the consistency that you want. I'm gonna be dropping it in with my hands, but if you're using a ice cream scoop, then it'll be much easier for you. So you can do a little thinner consistency if you want. But this is the consistency that I like when I'm using my hands. So I like to let it sit for a few minutes, so I'm gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes, and I'm gonna prepare my next ingredient. So this is our next twist. So I have some Chinese eggplant or Baigan here, and I cut them into thin wedges. So make sure it's not too thick, because when you put it to fry, it's not gonna cook fully. So all I'm gonna do is season this up with some salt and some black pepper and maybe a little bit of chili powder. And I'm just gonna set this aside, and what we're gonna do is use this same paste to paste onto the eggplant or the Baigan, and you're gonna have 2 dishes or 3 dishes in one, because you're gonna get Baiganee, you're gonna have a hybrid like a Pholourie / Saheena. So you're gonna have 3 things in one. You're gonna have Pholourie, Saheena and Baiganee. So I'm gonna season this up and set it aside, and then I'll come back when we're ready to fry our Pholourie / Saheena and our Baiganee. So I seasoned up the sliced eggplant or Baigan with a little bit of Cajun seasoning, and that's a mixture of salt, black pepper, it has some chili powder and a few other spices. So you can season it up with whatever you want. However you like to season up your eggplant or your Baigan, then you can season it like that. So I have my oil heating up there. I put some oil on my hand, and I'm gonna pick up some of the dough like this, and then you're gonna squeeze it into that oil. And like I said, you can use an ice cream scoop for this. I like using my hand. So you're just gonna let these fry for about 5 minutes so that they're cooked fully inside, and then we'll take them out. So if you notice, my Pholouries didn't come out nice and round like how it usually comes out when I do the regular Pholourie. This is because the packaged Pholourie is a different mix of ingredients. So there's a lot of split pea powder in it, a little flour. But for my Pholourie recipe, there's more flour, so it's a lighter dough. Whereas this one is a heavier dough because it has more split peas in it. So the consistency of the batter was different. And it feels like it's going to be nice and crispy on the outside. So it's been 5 minutes and these seem like they're ready to go now. So I'm going to take them out. And it feels so nice and crispy on the outside. I can just tell by looking at it how crispy it is on the outside. So I'm going to place it on this plate lined with some paper towels. Let it drain the excess oil. And let's fry up the Baiganees. So for the Phoulouries, I had it on medium-high heat. Now I just lowered the heat to just medium because I want those eggplant or the Baigan to cook properly when I place them in that hot oil. So you're going to put some oil on your hand again, just like we did for the Phoulourie. And you're going to take some of that batter and spread it on both sides of the Baigan. Make sure that it's not like wet because then it's not going to stick. Make sure that you don't add too much wet seasonings to it. Once you coat it, now you're going to drop it in that hot oil. So if you notice, the Baiganees are getting a nice golden brown color. And that's what you want. You don't want it to be too dark and yet too light. So it still has that bright purple color on the outside. So what I'm going to do is take these out, let them drain on some paper towels. And as soon as they kind of cool down a little, I'll show you guys what they look like on the inside. So the Phoulouries and the Saheenas are finished frying and they look amazing. Let me break into one of the Phoulourie and show you guys. So if you notice, the inside is fully cooked and you can see the strands of the chopped Dasheen Bush in there. It smells amazing. That was really delicious and I generally don't trust anything in a pack. So that was really good. And I think it's gonna be even better when I top it off with this mango chutney. So I'm gonna try it with this mango chutney just now. So I would say that the addition of the flour actually made it a little more fluffy. So this is just how I like it. I don't like the dal taste in Pholourie. So I like to add some extra flour to mine. So let's try out the Baiganee now. See, the Baigan got nice and tender but not too soft where it's like Baigan choker. And it's so crispy on the outside. I hope you all could hear that. So overall, I like this packaged Pholourie mix. It'll come in handy for somebody who's in a rush and you want to put stuff together really quick on Diwali day. Or if you just have some friends coming over and you have a pack of Pholourie mix, you could just whip it up really quick. So I definitely like this packaged Pholourie mix and I think I'll use it in the future. So now I'm going to save it with some mango chutney. I'm also going to use some of this chunky red hot sauce that we got in the Callaloo box. So let's dip and take a taste. So I must say that I'm really pleased with the items in that Callaloo box. I was very hesitant to try that Pholourie mix and somebody told me, you know, it comes out really good. So just give it a try. And the mango chutney as well as the pepper sauce, it was fire. The pepper sauce was fire, I wouldn't lie. It was really tasty as well as fiery. And the mango chutney had a little bit of heat to it by itself. So you don't have to add the additional pepper sauce, but I love a lot of pepper, so I had to add it. But I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. It's very easy to put together with that Pholourie mix and the mango chutney. So check out Callaloo Box and they'll hook you up with all these good stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this recipe. It's like a 3-in-1, so like a hybrid. There's Pholourie, Saheena and Baiganee here. So this is a mix with Pholourie and Saheena, and then this is a mix of the three. So I hope you all enjoyed it. If you try it out for Diwali, let me know what you think. It's so simple to put together, especially with those ingredients from the Callaloo box. So be sure to check out Callaloo Box. They'll hook you up with all the good stuff. So leave me your comments down below. If you want to see videos as soon as I post them, be sure to click that subscribe button and make sure you click the bell, because if you don't, it's not gonna notify you for each video. It's just gonna notify you for like occasionally. So make sure you click the bell so you'll see every single video, and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.